Okay, so have you heard of this urban myth about why McDonald's remodeled all their old buildings?
No, I haven't.
What I heard is that they unleashed an ancient evil that started to spread throughout their franchise buildings, and so to contain it, because children were disappearing into the ball pits, things like that. There were employees dying. All kinds of bizarre happenings were taking place at McDonald's franchises nationwide and across the planet. They remodeled all the older buildings with basically they redid them all. Mm-hmm. So I'm wondering which one of these McDonald's characters was possessed and which ones were killed off during this I don't know, paranormal event.
All of them.
I don't think all of them were.
Because none of them show anymore.
Yeah, they do. Well, there's still Ronald McDonald. He seems immune to the whole thing.
Ronald, he's just a clown.
So could it have been Ronald McDonald who was possessed and killed off the rest of McDonald's characters?
Mm-mm.
Well, who do you think it was?
Melania Trump with tentacles.
It wasn't Melania Trump.
She's actually Cthulhu.
Shh, she doesn't exist. She's just a bad dream.
She's a fembot.
No, which one? Seriously, which one do you think it was? Which one's got possessed?
Grimace.
You think Grimace got possessed?
Mm-hmm.
No, I think Grimace was basically ground up in the hamburger.
He always has that wide-eyed stare.
I know Grimace had the wide-eyed stare, but he also...
He's a cult victim.
Yeah, well, basically that's my feeling is that...
Maybe he just joined the Moonies.
No, I really think that it was Mayor McCheese, the one who summoned.
You were defending Mayor McCheese earlier.
I know. I think that Mayor McCheese was the one who summoned this ancient evil, and and in his civic-minded kind of way, he decided that he was going to defend the rest of humanity and McDonald's and everything from this evil entity that had been summoned, and he was possessed by it and ended up murdering the characters like Grimace. I mean, who knows what happened to the Fry Guys? You remember the Fry Guys?
Thing 1 and Thing 2?
They were not Thing 1 and Thing 2.
I don't remember all these characters, and I grew up with them.
The one I can't remember. The one I can't remember who was the girl hamburger.
With the braids?
Yeah.
No. That wasn't a girl hamburger. There was the little birdie-looking thing.
Yeah, she was a little weird bird thing, although because there was the Fry Guys and Grimace and Mayor McCheese. So you're gonna look it up?
Yeah, I have the memory for this.
I do. I mean, don't you remember your childhood? Have you forgotten it again? Did you do too many drugs during the 60s? Oh wait, you weren't alive during the 60s.
Birdie, the early bird,
Mm-hmm.
the Fry Kids, Ronald McDonald, Grimace, Hamburglar.
Oh, and you forgot Mayor McCheese.
Other prominent characters in the past included Mayor McCheese, Officer Big Mac, the Professor, Captain Crook, and Sunday.
See, what I think happened is Mayor McCheese just murdered them all, and the things that happened to the Grimace were just the most terrible. But I can't discuss them, in public because they're just the content would be too strong for delicate ears. But that's why you never see an old McDonald's anywhere anymore, is because that happened. They're containing this ancient evil, and Mayor McCheese is still out there, running wild.
Oh my god. I think it tells you who's...
Anyway, but I think Mayor McCheese is out there.
Originally, he looked nothing compared to what he is today, wearing a yellow and red striped suit with a tray of McDonald's hamburger, french fries, and milkshakes. He also used it as a hat, too.
And Ronald is he's just annoying corporate shill who's just didn't want to get involved in the whole thing. But that's just my feeling. Anyway, that's enough. We'll talk about this later because we'll just have to bring it up with our
Ronald, Grimace, Birdie, and Fry Kids now interact with the birthday child in claymation as he used to in McDonald Land era. He was first portrayed by Willard Scott, who also played Bozo the Clown.
Don't mention those names. Those names will summon
various other
things.
actors over the years.
Because we'll just have to bring it up when we talk to our resident para-abnormal expert.
Grimace is a